Welcome to night 2 of our blind playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club. Where we last left off, I was returning to the club from grabbing some crayons or something. Seems like a perfectly normal poetry club thus far. Oh, are we getting a... Did we do this? Oh, okay, yeah. Should move my cam. Where? I'm skipping all of this because we did all this, alright? We went to get the snack, she fell, she was in this pose, alright? Here we go. This is where we were going. Alright, you should move your cam unless you're gonna read it. Oh, I see. You mean the cam, okay. There we go. I am gonna read it, but we'll go up here. Up here should be fine, right? Who falls like that? Yeah, that's what I said last time. She fell very like, you know, with the legs like down. Anyways, all right, top left corner, okay, or should I go for middle before I continue? I'm still catching up. This is where we left off. All right, yeah. We got her all right, it's fine at the top left. Good, now everybody can see the words. All right, here, I brought her back the apple juice. It's nice and cold, she drinks it. Where we left off, we had finished this scene and we were heading in the hallway back to the rest of the group. All right, come on. It skips so fast. Wait. Hold on. So it gives me a skip button to skip from where it loads to where I left off, because this would have been the next thing. I was about to walk in the door, but it doesn't just start me from here. Okay. Well, when we left off, I had literally just finished all that scene. We got the apple juice, we had our little chat, and we were on our way back to the club. I expected to open the door and see like a goat being sacrificed or something, but it seems that we're just being welcomed back. Good timing. I was about to... I'm not ready to read. Hold on. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Hey, Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into a shelf. Well, anyway, she doesn't care. Were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori, I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Ah, the arch. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Chef. Oh, well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Wow, that's creative. Yeah, there you go. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Here we go, back to poem share. Who should I show my poem first? I think I had to go through everybody anyway, so let's start with our number one prospect here, Monica. Hi again, Chef. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. We're heading down that path. I feel it. You two are like the dynamic duo. Not really. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. Aha. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Yes. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. I'm not following. I have no idea what I just read. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Whoa, never said that. I have no fucking clue what she was talking about at all. It felt like she was looking around the room and taking text and just throwing it down. Like she saw the pizza box or something. And then like she had like a fucking printer error that said load me because it needed paper. And she was like, fuck it, we'll throw that in there. All right. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Yeah, hers wasn't about anything. It was literally fucking words that she saw in the room she was in at the time. I'm convinced. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? I feel like with her breaking the fourth wall and being such a weird character, like, I question if she's even an option for me to end up with at the end. I feel like it's only down to the 3 girls that show up in my notebook when I'm writing the poem. But we'll see. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I feel like these are the only 3 options for a possible ending. Alright, let's go, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Chef. Your skills are already improving. Let's go. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. I need to remember this week to adjust my mic settings and like all that noise gate shit, because I feel like last time when I was listening to myself read looking for clips, I could hear myself like, you know, it's like all that saliva from the reading. Alright, coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. What's up, No Post? Yeah, missed anything. We got back to the room where we left off last time. We started handing our poem over. We got to hear Monica's poem, which made absolutely no sense to me. And I went with Yuri second. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to do a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. She gives me vibes of very set in her way. I don't know, she just comes off like she knows everything, or she thinks she does, and her way is right, and that's why she got in such a big argument with the other girl. All right, here we go. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Do you enjoy a guilty bread snack in the middle of the night? I can't do that. I have a seriously strict eating schedule. I'm no, coffee for breakfast, no food because it hurts my stomach. Lunch at noon, dinner's at 5:30, maybe 6, and I don't eat anything after that because that's a one-way trip to Heartburn City and I can't sleep. There's no snacking. Once dinner and dessert are done, it's over. Because then when I lay down, I just want to die. So there will be no late night bread cutting for me. That was intense. That was good. I liked that one better than Monica's, honestly, just because I feel I saw a little bit into her soul about the sharing of the guilty snack with the raccoon and her seeing a little bit of herself in the trash panda. Maybe we all have a little bit of trash panda inside of ourselves. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. This was literally the reaction to Monica's. To me, this one actually kind of had more of a purpose and a meaning than Monica's. Monica's ended with the words "load me," and I swear to God, her printer was running out of paper, and she was just that's the end. That's it. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Hiccup. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Chef? Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I feel that. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. I feel like that that poem and that conversation kind of like bumped Yuri up a little bit in the rankings over Monica. Monica's kind of starting to no pose. Without spoiling much, based on the endings, can you actually end up with Monica? Is that an option? Because I've started to kind of feel like Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri are the only 3 options in how this game plays out that you could potentially end up with, especially based off the fact that when I'm writing a poem, they're the only 3 girls that are shown on my book when I'm picking the words. So it's kind of starting to make me feel like, what's her face? Monica is not actually like an option in this game, especially when she broke the 4th wall and was just like, you should save your game. Like, it kind of made me feel like she's there but not really there. No way of not ruining it. Perfect. Say no more. All right, well then, I'm just theorizing with myself and it's all good. Chef, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I've literally never written a poem until now, and you damn well know it. Your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. You're really the only one who feels that way, so yeah, everybody is telling me I need to shape up. No way. Not even Natsuki? I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Am I even getting a choice? Like, I'm trying to play up the Yuri thing, and like, I feel like the poems, Monica telling me like, Sayori, these sound like a Sayori poem, like this, I didn't choose this. I'm not trying to like, come on. Oh, look at her. Stop thinking weird things. I just mean that you're a really expressive person. Yeah, I don't actually think about you. Everything is a choice? Okay. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life, but you somehow make everything in your life an adventure, even the little things, like cooking? Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, chef, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Oh, why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Heh. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. Yeah, what's up, Daniela? I didn't write this for you. I need like headphones with cat ears for when I play dating sims. I gotta look a pair up on Amazon. Are you even listening to me anymore? Whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say it'd be kind of a shitty decision to like make me give it to her now and not let the other girl read it. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece that she dropped, but being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. Who's your favorite? Monica and Yuri are riding the top right now. It started with Monica, but I personally like horror, so I feel like Yuri already kind of has that in common, and also like from the poetry, I feel like Yuri's poems have been kind of landing with me a lot better, and the conversation with Yuri has been landing a lot better than it has with Monica. So I feel like, you know, my boy Armchair would be proud to know that Yuri is feeling like she's moving up in the rankings, because he did come in here last time and specifically declare his love for Yuri. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah, I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh? Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Oh, geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Alright, here we go. I feel like her poems were my least favorite, but we'll see. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the scarlet place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. And my empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. This one felt darker. Like for being such a happy-go-lucky one, this one almost felt like she was just giving her happiness away to her friends to make them feel better at her own expense. That was rough. Maybe that's how I interpreted it. Do you like bundles of kittens? Yeah. This one was deeper. Wasn't the last one that she did like really juvenile? No, that's the other girl. Holy crap, Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? I'm thinking of the other girl. Natsuki? Natsuki's in last place. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. Daniela, who's your favorite? And no post. Going in, just no context, just drop a name. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki, this is my fourth place of the 4 names that I get to show my poems to. Just, you know, I don't know. Nothing about her has really stood out so far that was like, that's a great quality here. I don't know. She's not striking with me. Like, all right, it's not really any worse than your last one. You see, this is like, but I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? You what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. Dude, she's about to hand over her poem. It's gonna be some fucking Cat in the Hat shit. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. She's so charming. Is she top for anybody in here? Like, it's a tough sell. That was a little unnecessary, but I'm sure as a character she'll grow and, you know, be a lot more appealing as the story continues. Think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Oh my god. Yeah, this is actually my least favorite poems. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I don't like spiders either, but you know, I don't feel like it's a deal breaker if yeah, poor Amy. I mean, no, poor Amy. If anything, Natsuki feels like the one missing out. Like, Amy clearly displayed herself throughout this poem to be like a caring, good friend that everyone else gets to have in their lives, and Natsuki is just like, They can stay out of my house and out of my space? 100%. I pay an exterminator to come make sure that there's no spiders in my space. Jamie just killed one, actually, before I came in here. But, yeah. Alright, well, I don't know. I don't think that I would write someone off for liking spiders, you know? It's not a deal breaker. I feel like there's other red flags that I would put above liking spiders. Not bad, right? It's not my cup of tea. Quite a bit longer than yesterday's. That's like, you can tell he's like grasping at straws for like feedback to give her, like, well, this is definitely more words than you used in yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. I would love her to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Yes. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? And it makes them happy. Alright, I fuck with that viewpoint. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. I feel that. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Oh shit, here we go. You say Yuri? That bitch. Yeah, she said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it. But she said something similar to you, that people shouldn't make fun of people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try to not be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. By the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. They're gonna kill each other. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel it. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow. Alright, here we go. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Oh, they're on the same page. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you'd heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Oh my god. I can't. Sitting here at the end of the day and just like doing a chill game sitting at the desk is so hard. Like it doesn't matter how intense the game is. I feel like I always start like yawning. I'm pretty sure the only streams I don't yawn through are guitar and drums. I'm like physical. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Ha! Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't. You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Oh, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And then the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. She's a little culty. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh no. Foreshadowing? Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. I'm dying. Now let's see. We need like a yawn counter. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Whoa, Yuri's stepping up. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Oh my god. I need to do this with coffee. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out that best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it coming from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe that's what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Chef liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? I feel like, yeah, I've been nice to her about all her poems. Like, I'm not the hard to please one. Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. I think she's the only one that does that. Next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Chef. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Chef lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. I feel that. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm gone. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why Are You All Looking at Me? It's a good title. Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Oh, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Oh, that's just how it is, so... I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Oh my god. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. Yo, what's up, V? How's it going? What did you miss? I got back to the room. We shared the poems for that day. Monica told us that we're reciting the poems at the festival day or whatever to recruit people. Everybody just went and recited theirs in front of everybody else in the club. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already presently surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. That's pretty much it. We just finished getting through Natsuki's poem in front of everybody and just discussing how we're totally gonna get all these sweet new members. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. You missed me reading everybody's poems, which in today's session, I do feel like Yuri may have taken the lead over Monica in the rankings, my personal rankings. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. What was Natsuki's poem? Amy doesn't like spiders. Feel like that's all I have to say, and you'll know exactly what. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Classic. Sure was. Sure was. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. Fuck off. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? It's not. It's not. Oh. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Chef. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I should have walked all of them home. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. My favorite Natsuki poem is yet to come. Awesome. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, damn it. Oh, man. Fuck, man. I feel like naturally you just lie to her, right? Like, of course, I'll totally walk home with you, assuming that that day would never come, right? And then when it comes, you would just walk home with Yuri, right? Just to like keep her chill. God damn it. You guys are making this feel like a really important decision. Truthfully, I would want to walk home with Yuri because I feel like there's romantic interest there, and Sayori is just kind of like the friend next door that I'm not thinking about in that way, right? So like I would want to score brownie points with a potential romantic interest. But I don't want to make her feel bad. Follow your heart. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Just walking home with Yuri, man. Sorry. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? I mean, oh, that has nothing to do with it. Oh, she caught me. Damn. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. Sayori is so cute, though. She is. I just feel this friend zone thing, you know? I feel like she's not even mad. You're right. She's not. She feels like the best friend you grew up with that you inevitably end up marrying after like dating Yuri, Monica, and Natsuki and realizing that they're all fucking nuts and like you should have just, you know, continued the path forward from where you started. You just come full circle. You know what I mean? I just like to think about it. It's not too long. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. There you go. You say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Oh, I see. I should have saved before that, right? That way, like, I had the option to go back. All right, it doesn't matter. We're living that. Why can't they walk home together? He has two hands for a reason. Whoa. I like where that's going. That's honestly what I thought. I honestly, when they were all talking about like walking home together and like him walking with Sayori, I expected him to be like, I would walk home with all of you. Like we should all walk home together and just split off when we get, you know, like a group thing. It doesn't have to be like a one-on-one. Like, I don't know. The whole group can come. Not even necessarily singling one out. All right, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? I'm gonna wake up with Sayori like fucking chanting some like devil spell over me while I'm sleeping. All right, here we go. Next poem. I'm leaning Tenacious because Tenacious D is awesome. Does Yuri even live nearby? Like, are they all neighbors and no one is talking about it? Probably not. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, that's true. Like, Japan's weird, right? Like that, like, they're zoned in places where like they take like trains and public transportation to kind of like further out schools, right? It's not like my neighborhood, my kids are going to like elementary school, middle school, and high schools that are like outside the neighborhood gate. Like everybody can walk home together because it's like the whole neighborhood is zoned for 3 schools that are like right here, you know? But in Japan, you're right, they would be like in pretty split directions, right? They all go to the same school. It's not like a crazy problem. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like in Japan, travel seems like, I don't know. Like I feel like they would get on different like trains or something and head in like separate directions completely from the school. Could walk home with someone, then get on a train. Very true. That is very true. I'm gonna go with Tenacious D here. Lust, Valentine, vanilla, nature, determination, pleasure, childhood, nibble. I'm gonna go pleasure. Landscape, death. The slow mouse drags a nibble. It's always, you know, a little nibble is always tempting me. Landscape, death, awesome, treasure, love, joy, strawberry, anxiety, suicide, unrequited. I'm gonna go love on joy. Joy's good. Joy's good. I like joy. All right. It's strawberry season. Here's my thing with strawberry, right? I like strawberries, like the fruit strawberries. But I really hate strawberry flavored things. So I just don't want to dedicate one of my 20 words to something that's only good half the time. I just can't fuck with like strawberry donuts and like that fake strawberry flavor. I hate it. Oh, you're the opposite. So you like the strawberry donuts and the fakes, like the strawberry ice cream, but you don't like the fruit. I like the fruit. And like the strawberry jellies are like jam that are made out of the fruit. I can get down with that. Like I can get down with like the strawberry drizzle on the ice cream. Wait, what? I like the can. Strawberry ice cream flavor isn't fake. Your strawberry ice cream flavor wasn't fake because you took sweet cream icing and put real strawberries in it that made bomb ass ice cream. Strawberry ice cream flavor tastes like the icing on a Dunkin' Donuts donut, and I don't like it. Eternity, uncontrollable, climax, but it tastes like other ice creams. Excitement, bouncy, portrait, fluffy, whirlwind, promise, lucky. Let's go excitement. Climax? Disown, jumpy, marriage, amazing, disarray, bubbles, feather, charm, vibrant, peaceful. Are they reacting to the words I'm picking? I don't think I ever realized that. Disown, jumpy, marriage, amazing, disarray, bubbles, feather, charm, vibrant, peaceful. Oh yeah, they jump up when they like it. Oh, I don't think I ever noticed. I'm leaning bubbles. This is my favorite Powerpuff Girl. Vacation, hurt, crimson, heart, question, kiss, grief, silly, electricity, agonizing. Crimson. That's how you know who will like your poem the next day? Oh, well, shit. I keep getting Sayori, I think. Vitality, puppy, explode, sensation, Mouse, Rose, Desire. Honestly though, the unknown is fun too. Yeah, I'm not gonna like, I mean, I know that the words that I choose cater to the different girls, but like, I feel like if I wanted to cater to Yuri, I'd be choosing a lot of like the horror-y, kind of darker things, more serious things to cater to her. I'm still just gonna pick my favorite word out of the list and wherever the chips fall, man. Vitality, Puppy, Explode, Sensation, Mouse, Rose, Desire, After Image, Giraffe, Poof, Existence. These are getting dirty, right? Like I'm kind of like, maybe it's me. No, Sensation. Happiness, Together, Disoriented, Fickle, Playground, Universe, Uncanny, Lipstick, Heaven Sent, Tears. I feel like I gotta keep going with Heaven Sent just because it makes me think of that song. I should have played it. Scars, Cry, Vertigo, Defeat, Contamination, Sadness, Heartbeat, Play, Hair, Ocean. Jump, Hop, Graveyard, Massacre, Covet, Analysis, Clumsy, Sparkle, Cute, Entropy. Honestly, Massacre just makes me think of a good movie. Warm, Sunny, Cheer, Dream, Sugar, Faint, Horror. Ooh. I feel like since I already went Massacre, I gotta go Horror. Fear? Nah, Horror. Wrath, Shiny. Got some shinies today, though not legendary. Disaster, Incapable, Frightening. Hey, we got giraffes. Misfortune, Anger, Intellectual, Memories, Rainbow. Like Memories. Swirl, Comfort, Marshmallow, Vivacious, Melancholy, Sticky. Lollipop, Adventure, Unending Flower. Whistle, Inferno, Special, Pain, Boop, Starscape, Embrace, Dazzle, Fun, Broken. Nightgown. Gotta throw in the random boop, yeah. I was never a booper. I don't think I ever really booped. To be honest, I feel like girls that booped kind of came off a little red flaggy. No offense if you were a former booper or anything. Just the ones that I knew that booped, I feel like came off a little sus. I was 13 when booping started. Yeah. So like, of course I booped. Yeah. There's a lot of booping going around. I just, like I said, I feel like the girls that I knew that booped, to me, screamed red flag. All right, Nightgown, Hopeless, Incongruent, Calm, Parfait, Laugh, Romance, Beauty, Color, Music. I think I have to pick music every damn time, sorry. Kawaii, Unstable, Peace, Effulgent, Fireflies, Tragedy, Whisper, Kitty, Judgment, Hope. It's gonna be her every damn time. Sunset, Imagination, Candy, Flea, Socks, Pout, Spinning, Pink, Extraordinary, Papa. Extraordinary. Doki Doki, Anime, Breathe, Swimsuit, Lazy, Raindrops, Milk, Infinite, Depression, Vivid. Pure, Bunny, Waterfall, insight, loud, extreme, time, skirt, very, gotta love a good skirt. Flying, bliss, aura, clouds, smile, prayer, melody, rain cloud, blanket, dance. All right. I doubt that we're ever gonna get a Yuri poem because I don't feel like I ever commit to like the full Yuri Avenue. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano, well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. The hell changed in her? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? I'm sorry, she's blacklisted. I'm just not a seafooder. She just went from 4th to 5th place. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. See, this works out. That there is no like contention for the same girl, right? That makes like a good friendship. I feel like me and my friends always had that too. Like we always liked different girls, so we never had to like fight for it, you know? We had different types, and it worked out well that way. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean you of all people? Well, because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. It didn't. Never mind. She's like the 4th wall break. Let's just focus on our own event for now. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I went over to her. Hey, Sayori. I waved my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. I do not think I would date any of these girls. I mean, if you were protagonist A, this was like the circle you had to pick from, right? I mean, you probably know them a little better than I do, but first impressions. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else, huh? Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me her big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Oh my god, dude. Oh, if you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Chef, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. You think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Chef. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure about that? It seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is You, Chef? Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori thinks the protagonist committed a crime? I did. I knew that fucking answer was gonna come back to haunt me when I chose Yuri. I knew she wasn't just gonna let that shit slide. I knew it was over. That's it. She set ablaze the bubblegum statue of me that she keeps in her closet. I know it. Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Chef. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. It just kind of feels like the game is like pushing you to just be with Sayori. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. Well, after some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? I can't. Sayori's is gonna be super fucked. Just death and murder all around me. Burning bodies. Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm so curious to hear Sayori's. We're going Yuri first today. She's gone up in the rankings and we already like told, you know. Chef, this is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. This is the result. Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Chef will remember that. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah? Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri smiles sadly. Chef, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? I'm getting like some parallels with that line from that Jimmy Eat World song, or I'm not alone because the TV's on, yeah? Which again, love Jimmy Eat World. I'm vibing. Me and Yuri, we're vibing. And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Chef. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I feel that. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Chef. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Here we go. Should bust out the bongos from the closet from Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth that's chastically, right? That's not chaotically. That's an S. Her fucking writing is so hard to read. Does she ever do the S like that? None of her other S's are like that. Right? Her S is always a normal S. Yeah, that's a no. Alright, never mind. It's chaotically. Where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Oh my god. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. I'm like trying to make sense of this. Like, feel like I interpreted it wrong the first time. Okay, I see. Okay, I got it. We're good. Feel better about it now. When I first read that ending, it sounded like she was drifting out into the sea to like kill herself, basically. Like I thought she was drowning herself, but that's not how it was after I went back. All right. I'm aware the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways, so Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again, as opposed to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Am I like, do I avoid this? Let's go here. Let's break that fourth wall and get that feedback. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, let's look at today's poem. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Great job, Chef. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. I relate. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky? Twilight sky. Right? Past tense of twilight? Twilight? Anyways. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat and I pick up a gust of wind. It's alright. Her writing style doesn't hit with me. I definitely like Yuri's poems the best. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life and meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote the poem about. It's nothing compared to Natsuki's. I bet. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I notice. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. You ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It's nice, I guess. come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. You can just walk Yuri home. Oh, that's not what it says. Gonna make me wait for Natsuki's? Yeah, I usually do Natsuki's last. I save the best for last. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Oh my god. Probably Yuri. Oh my god. She's walking home alone. I didn't need this in my life. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not what I really meant though. But it's okay. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. But you know what? It just wasn't gonna be like that. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. Oh, she is fucking so lying. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Chef. Sayori, is something wrong? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well. Okay, damn. Wow. Wow, she really took that to heart, huh? I'll see you tomorrow. She doesn't even want to walk home together. I didn't get to see a poem. She didn't even show me a poem, right? Damn. Wow. Okay, just like that, huh? There's serious implications to the choices that you make in this game, huh? Wow. Alright, well, this one's alright. Alright, yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for. It's not really my style. I mean, it's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. And of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. Not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I put up with you. Good. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. This read like a song to me. Like, I should just like screen grab this and record it. Now that Kevin showed me how to plug my guitar in. That was a good one. Honestly, This might be my favorite of hers that she's done. I like it. Yuri's are still the best though. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. It's my favorite Natsuki poem. That's been my favorite Natsuki poem, for sure. That one was good. Like, I feel like I actually like stopped and like thought about it, and like Eagles Can Fly is a very close second. I don't know, man. Amy Likes Spiders was pretty great. I kind of like that one a lot. Amy Likes Spiders was good. Like, the way that when she explained it, that she was like specifically trying to make the protagonist just seem like a dick and like make people realize how silly they were for thinking like that. I get it. Nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. That's not true. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too, making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. It's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. Yeah, we're not big beachers. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Didn't they both say that it was the other one that decided to fucking write about the beach and write about the same thing? Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me? Or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori, and second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Damn! She's got nothing to contribute. I mean... I'm useless. Fuck, that sucks. Nah, I didn't say that. That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here. There's too much that you could be doing for us, Yuri. Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Chef. The one who is truly useless. There we go. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? Nice. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. I bet she wouldn't. Even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Damn, this is a catty club, man. Chef may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? It sounds more like you're just making excuses for Chef to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Chef to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Can we just settle this already? Chef, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. In that case, everyone looks straight at me, but of course, I'm gonna go with... Alright. Oh, man. Alright, look, it's definitely not gonna be Natsuki. Monica's also been like kind of rubbing me the wrong way lately. Her poems just haven't been resonating with me as well. She's giving me weird vibes of like fourth wall breaking that just doesn't feel right. It's really coming down to Yuri and Sayori. I feel bad for Sayori, but I really don't feel like spending the weekend dealing with Sayori's oversensitive bullshit. So I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying, so you'll be helping Yuri then, Chef. Sayori, yeah, you know, dude, she asked the question, she like got you. Why would you ask if you don't want to know? That's what I'm gonna do. I know I could have tried to spend the weekend with her, but also like she's just been not as fun to be around lately. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki will be able to handle the baking yourself? Yeah, I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. You guys excited? Excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Chef? Me? Well, I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Chef picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. If she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm like getting vibes of where this is going. Man. Okay. I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. She's coming for the digits, baby. Oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Big win. Big win. Alright. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. It's just, I thought I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. This is a bad idea. I feel like if Sayori's already upset about it, she lives like next door, like I don't need her like looking out the window and like, you know, she's kind of giving me some vibes. It's sketch. Alright, in that case it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Chef. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Whoa, wait. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you. Because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression, and I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Oh, man. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. We're committing. Whatever happens in this run happens. It is what it is. I have a bad feeling about the way things are going. But, it's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. Kept telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up for a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. Alright, oh. I need to get one of the coasters that I have in the bedroom for this room. So they always stick to the wooden one. Texting occasionally. I'm hearing big wins in this department at least. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Okay. So he's going over there. Yeah, exactly. Like, text her. Like, actually text her. You know, like, man, should check in on her. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Fuck. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, thank God. Holy shit. I literally thought she was gonna be fucking dead up here or something. Oh my God. Whew. Oh my God. I was about to like start putting up trigger warnings and shit. Like, whew. Whew. Sayori jump scare. Seriously. Seriously. I was expecting like, oh man. Okay. I just want to say that I'm not a monster. I'm glad she's here. Yuri is still like number one, but you know. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Ah, that's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? She already knows. She knows. God. Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Monica loves to start drama? Yeah. Yeah, that was unnecessary. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yup. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Chef. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. What the fuck? I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Chef. I mean, to be fair, she put me in a trap first, right? She set me up. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Chef? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Chef. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Aw, fuck. I mean, so basically that last poem really was her showing herself, right? Like, it's like literally everything that she's saying. It was her just constantly reaching deep to like make everybody else happy all the time at her own expense. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. Yeah, she could definitely use a little bit of therapy. No, Chef, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was, but I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulder. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Chef, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Chef, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Chef. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. Yeah, this is heavy as fuck. I didn't expect this. I thought it was gonna be like a fun game with like a crazy turn with like witchcraft or some crazy bullshit, like kind of like KFC and like pigeons, and like this is like this is like as heavy as the Silent Hill game was, which was also dealing with like a lot of like heavy shit. All right, she hugged me back at least. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Chef. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow, yeah? It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Um, it's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bro, I have her on like heavy suicide watch. Like I feel like I need to be texting her like the whole fucking day. Like, can't wait for tomorrow. Can't wait to walk around with you tomorrow. Like, fuck. All right. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Alright, I'm gonna play for like 10 more minutes. So I'm not sure if that'll get me through the Yuri section. We'll see if we can find a good stopping point after this piece. Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I just want to say on a personal level, of all the things that I could have helped with, crafting and handwriting are by far the two things that I am the absolute fucking worst at. Like, I definitely could have probably contributed to like taking things out of the pantry or the fridge to help baking, or I don't even remember what Monica was gonna do, but my handwriting is fucking garbage. I take Yuri to my room. Nice. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Ah, I cleaned it before you came over, so. The way Monica was like, I need help. You're printing out pamphlets. See, that sounds like a task I could probably take on that. But Jamie's the crafty one. I can't do craft. If you never noticed, she made me this zebra head here. This is the fruit stripe zebra head. It's crocheted. It's fucking dope. Jamie's the shit. I cleaned it before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here. That's crocheted? That is crocheted. It's a crocheted fruit stripe taxidermied zebra head. Jamie made it for me, so it makes it look like I beheaded the fruit stripe zebra. Yeah. Should plug the crochet page, Jamie. Jamie's shit is crazy good. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here. The talent and patience that requires, it took forever. It did take forever. And like originally it was a regular zebra pattern. I complicated it by making her change colors to do the fruit stripe zebra with the different stripes. But it came out fucking dope. Like, also, we got Mimic You and Alcremie back here. Those are crocheted also. She made those for me for the holidays. These two. I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Aha. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? God, I wish I could crochet like that, but I'm still struggling with blankets. Jamie struggled for a really long time. feel like Jamie struggled for a very long time with it, struggled with the magic circle for a really long time, and then, man, once she got in the groove, just like went off. Should we get started? Yes. I cried learning the magic ring. I remember. Like it was a process. It was a very long process. I would say that now she's like pretty masterful with like different like string gauge and like hook sizes and all that stuff, like working with different material. She's gotten crazy good. She gave up. She gave up at least once or twice trying to learn the magic ring and like crocheting in general. And eventually like she went back to it, managed to make it happen. And now she makes some really, really cool shit. I'll have to send you a picture of her little bookshelf she's got with like all kinds of crocheted stuff. Or I'll just send you her Insta. You should post the crochet Insta, Jamie. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh yeah? Oh, she's setting the mood. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, I don't need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. Is she about to bust out like a fucking bottle of wine? I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Oh, Jesus Christ, she's about to summon the devil in my room. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Uh-huh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Chef. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. My handwriting is so bad. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright, the thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. This bitch is gonna cut me in my sleep. Which honestly, wait, she wrote the raccoon poem with the knives, right? Like watching the knife cut the bread? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? Ugh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Knife kink? Yeah. She might be a little too much for me. She's quirky. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess, but I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow. Duh. Chef, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. She has a hookup for sure. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no, intrusive thoughts one. Yeah. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. If she leans in and sucks the blood from my finger, we wife it. End of story. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off for now. Without warning. Oh my god. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. Oh my god. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Bro. I forgot she did this until he mentioned he was bleeding. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. I mean, at this point, why? The damage is done. It might as well just go with it. It's not like she was reaching in for it and he got it away. Like, there's no coming back from this one, Yuri. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning. Yeah, exactly. Like, she's already in it. What are you gonna do? You know, this is like a... Wow. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little... It was a little weird. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyways. There's only one path to salvation here. He needs to grab her hand, prick her finger, and lick the blood. It's the only way we recover from this, and it's for the sake of the festival. Fuck. Oh, he didn't cut it. He didn't cut it. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Chef, did you really just do that? Bitch, mine was bleeding. Don't act like I'm the fucking weird one. Stop. Like, come on. Now we're even. Are we though? Are we? Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, chef. Bro, no. 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 We will not be turning this around on me, alright? No way. No way. Yuri giggles shyly. Oh. Yuri liked that. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. I was just gonna say, what's the point? Your mouth's still here. Just fucking here. I can write with my other hand. It's fine. She sucked him dry. No. No way. Good one. She did. She's a vampire girl. I would for sure come to her house on a Friday night unexpectedly and she'd be wearing the fangs and everything. It's alright though. We're cool with Freaky here, right? Like, it's totally cool. If any of them was gonna be a vampire, it would be Yuri. I get it. The horror thing, it's all making sense now. You know what? It's cool. It's cool. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see, that's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respected activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Respectfully, I would not be able to carry on after that. I would leave my own house. You know, I feel like if she cut me, I would be less into it. But she was trying to be nice, you know? It's alright. She's cool. I'll be right back. And I'd move. That's it. Just leave your own house. Just leave her there in your room. God knows what she'd end up doing in your room by herself, though. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. And just a bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. Put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and bring them back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them in the cup. So I thought we would do something simple that could look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yeah, Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. Oh shit, jellyfish. I need that. That's like one of my favorites. I love that thing. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. Shit. Trying to check if you wrote anything. Alright, we're good. It's relaxing. Sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. All the crazy I need is right in my room. Just palm of my hand. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Nothing else? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. Dude, it feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. That was what I thought also. These aromas. I'm about to pass out. I'm gonna wake up tied down and cut. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. Yeah, usually when one loses blood, they need to drink some orange juice or something. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue to follow Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking, I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Aha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. We should go out for dinner together. We can talk about your weird knife and blood fetish over some ramen or something. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. The important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. That doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Meanwhile, Natsuki has definitely made like 800 cupcakes by now, for sure. Alright, I'm gonna say bye to Yuri and then I'm gonna save it, I think. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else that you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say it without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so. You're very thoughtful, Chef. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? She's like a stage 5 clinger, right? This not date I feel like has revealed some questionable personality traits in our frontrunner. But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori. Eh? Hi, Chef. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Chef. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Just fucking ran off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Oh, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know. How much fun you were having with Yuri. I don't know if I can go another 30 minutes. Because this is, like, is the game only 30 minutes longer? And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. There are 4 acts. Oh, I have way more to go then. That's all that matters to me. Tear starts to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Chef? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Chef. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Bruh. Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Chef. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Chef, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. We're ending it on whatever I decide here. I feel like she needs to hear I love you. But I don't want to say it and not mean it, you know? But I feel like if I say you'll always be my dearest friend, she's not gonna make it. I just don't want to say it and not, like, I don't want to lead her on. That'd be worse. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish, so please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Chef. I'll trust you with anything at all, so... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loud as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori. I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. On that note, I'm just gonna save there. I'm just gonna save there. I have a feeling I know where that's going. I know. Yeah, all right, look. I know dearest friend sounds really bad, but also, like, I wouldn't want to, like, lead her on with an insincere I love you, you know? You don't, like, there was no option to be like, I love you as a friend, not, like, romantically. I don't want to give spoilers, but I also don't want us going into this unprepared. I mean, I have a pretty good idea about where we're going next Saturday. I also have feelings about Monica. She's giving me bad vibes now. Something's off. All right. On that note, we're gonna call it for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the blind playthrough of this story. I honestly went into this expecting it to be more silly than it has been, and it appears like next week is not going to be silly at all. So, yeah, this is definitely different, but we're playing it through. We're playing it through to the end, so however many Saturdays it takes, we're just going to keep on going through it. So thank you guys for hanging out.